forgetful around her.
Oh no, it's absolute. Anyone she meets, anyone she talks to. The second she's out of their line of sight, poof, it's like she was never there. The memory is wiped clean.
Wow. Okay, so every single interaction ends in a reset for the other person.
Every single one. Think about the implications. You can't build relationships, you can't have friends, family.
Or even just like a regular conversation with a shopkeeper that carries over to the next day.
Nope. Every encounter is the first encounter forever. That's the core, the emotional devastation. But then there are the practical layers.
Right. The sources mention 3 pillars to this oblivion. First, the instant forgetting. What else?
Second, she can't leave a trace. A physical trace linked to her identity. She cannot write her name.
Wait, physically can't write it. Or people just forget she wrote it.
It's more about the connection being severed. If she writes Addie LaRue on a wall, someone might see the paint, the letters, maybe. But the moment they look away, the meaning, the connection of that name to her, to the person they just saw, it vanishes. The information doesn't stick in the mind as hers.
So she can't sign anything. Leave a note.
Nothing that registers her identity permanently. She can't carve her initials in a tree and have someone find it later and know it was her. The world essentially rejects her imprint.
Okay, that shuts down pretty much everything. Trade, property, any kind of official existence.
Completely. No bank account, no lease, no record of her passage.
And the third pillar, you said there were 3.
The emotional killer blow. She cannot be loved. Not truly. Because love, real connection, it needs shared history, it needs continuity of memory.
If you're forgotten the moment you turn your back.
Then that deeper bond can never form. It guarantees this profound, inescapable isolation. She's alive, technically free, but completely, utterly alone. Forever.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, as you said, the practical stuff. How does this instant forgetting hit her day to day, beyond the loneliness?
Well, think of basic survival. Food, shelter, money.
How does she get those? If the baker forgets her the second she pays, or tries to pay.
She probably can't pay. The transaction itself requires a continuity of presence and recognition that she's denied. So how does she eat?
She must have to steal or scavenge.
Pretty much. Transient theft becomes the only option. Imagine. She has to wait for a vendor at a market to turn their back for just a second, snatch an apple, and rely on the fact that the vendor will instantly forget she was even there, let alone that something's missing because of her.
That's a horrible way to live. Constantly taking, constantly on the edge.
It forces this immediate ethical compromise on her, too. She just wanted freedom, not to become a petty thief. But it's that or starve. And shelter. Same problem.
She could maybe sneak into an abandoned place?
Sure, and if a night watchman sees her, he forgets the moment he looks away. So she's a ghost, a squatter who leaves no mental trace. Which works, maybe, until she's forced to move, find somewhere else. Every single day is a scramble.
So the freedom she got is immediately tied to hunger, cold, constant insecurity.
It's freedom from connection, freedom from being held or owned, but it's also freedom from belonging, from safety, from society itself. It's an incredibly cruel twist. She's basically a ghost walking through the world from day one of the deal.
Okay, so after the initial shock, does she adapt? The sources mention this brief moment where she thinks, hey, this is freedom.
Yeah, there's that initial rush. She runs from the wedding, the deal is struck, and suddenly, no one can stop her, no one owns her, no expectations. The open road, it must have felt intoxicating for a moment.
Like a powerful delusion?
Exactly, a beautiful, dangerous delusion. Because it probably lasted, a few days? Until she got really hungry? Or cold?
Until she tried to actually do something that required interacting with the world.
Right. Trying to buy food, find a room. The sheer impossibility hits her. Hard. Currency, the basic lubricant of society, is inaccessible to her. Eternal life doesn't mean much if you're constantly freezing and starving.
So that initial sense of freedom just crumbles into this brutal reality.
Utterly. She realizes the true nature of the curse isn't just loneliness, it's this fundamental inability to participate.
She has to learn cunning then, to survive it all. The sources call her invisible to history.
Which is poetic, but also literally true. She leaves no records.